everyone, this is
CJ Novo
992, and today we are back with another Rangers report or Rangers roundup, whatever you want to call it. It is finally here. It's been a couple of days now. It's been a wee bit quiet on the transfer front. Obviously a lot of rumblings, a lot of comments from other teams, a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It's exciting being a Rangers fan again, so we are back with a brand new video, and as you probably tell by the title, there's been another confirmed signing. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, and Rocky's just destroyed the camera. Then he's going to destroy my lights. There he goes, on the lights. Hashtag Rocky. Anyway, we are back. So there's been one confirmed signing, and his name is... I'm probably going to fucking brutalise this. Dalcio? So yeah, superb. We got Dalcio. Really excited to have Dalcio. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, so I'm just going to hide every time I've got to say his name. Obviously... he's not really a big name sign, if I'm being 100% honest. It's not going to be a game changer if you want. He's obviously playing for Barcelona, Benfica B, sorry. Not exactly the Benfica's main squad. He's a winger, not a striker. He's 20-year-old, and he's on loan. But I don't care. It's another body in. He must have something if Pedro's went out right away, because who's exactly going to be watching the Benfica B league? Whatever league they're actually on a Benfica B team. So he must have something about him, especially if he's been with Benfica. Benfica has a good squad, and obviously it's like when Real Madrid loans out their players to Real Madrid B and all that cool stuff. So he must have something about him. To be honest with you lads, I'm not going to get a bullshitty and say, oh, he'll bring this to the team, he'll bring that to the team. The only thing I know about him, and genuinely I just feel like reading all the reports, is he's a pacey, skillful winger. That's literally it. And you could say that about everybody, to be honest with you. Everyone's a pacey swinging runner. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. So... I'm not going to go too in-depth in his sort of signing and break down what he's going to bring to the team like I have done at the other thing and what I'm expecting of him. The only thing I will say is it's a bit of competition on the wing. I believe he could play in both right or left wing, so that's pretty good to have that sort of opportunities and availability. So if somebody gets injured, we didn't need to change their entire shape. We have someone that can fill into either spots. Hopefully he does get game time, because I'm actually really interested to see what he can do, especially in our league. So I guess a kind of medium to high thumb up. Like, it's cool. But at the same time as announced Pena. Hurry up. So yeah, let's talk about a couple of other little things. The transfer side, and then we're going to end this video and keep it a little bit shorter than normal. I've been getting a lot of messages saying, where's Herrera? That's the Mexican striker. I didn't actually talk about it because when I made my last video, as fate happens when you're a YouTuber, interest cools on players. So you make a video and you don't talk about them. And then the next again day, fucking the heat just builds up, and then he's back in the transfer saga. So he's been to Glasgow, he's discussed personal terms, he's apparently agreed personal terms as well due to a medical. So I'd imagine that's going to be very soon. If not tomorrow, it'll be the next game day. So because I think they're still announcing it one at a time. A lot of people's asking why they didn't announce Cardoso or whatever his name is. I can't pronounce that either. The centre back along with Dalcio, because they both obviously flew into Glasgow together. I'm sure I've got a picture somewhere. If I remember to edit it in, I'll show you Pedro taking them both for a lad's holiday. I think they're doing it as just one player at a time, but again, I could be made of like an absolute cunt of when I'm making this video. It's just been recently for Dalcio has been announced. So maybe by the time I've uploaded this, Cardoso will be announced. So that's probably what's going to happen. If it is, superb. And I've talked about it a little bit. Right, moving on to Pena. A lot of people ask what happened to the Pena deal. Is it dead? It's absolutely not dead. Everything's gone through as expected. The only thing that's delaying it up is a work permit. He will definitely be a Rangers player within the next week or two. I imagine so it'll be before next Friday. So this Friday coming, I believe he'll already be a Rangers player. It's just, he's already agreed personal terms. He's passed his medical. It's just for the old paperwork to come over, because he's played not enough games for his international club to get the international clearance to come over here. So he needs to go for an appeal and everything like that, but that's completely fine. I don't see any problems with that. Moving on to something else that I've been getting tagged in a lot, saying, Craig, what do you make of this? Is this no embarrassing that Rangers' payment scheme got rejected for Dorrans? Obviously the talks are ongoing, and I still expect Dorrans to be a Rangers player very shortly, so don't worry about that. And it's not embarrassing, because a lot of teams do it. Liverpool's doing it for Salah. He got their first payment. There wasn't a payment like all in one go. They're paying in segments. Neymar signed for Barcelona in payment segments. Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid and for payment segments, and even like Berahino and stuff like that. Tottenham offered 5 million up front and then 10 million, blah blah blah, like in payment schemes. All like Football Manager, if you play that, you could add like the 48 months. That's why I get a lot of my good players and pay them a certain amount up that way. So don't feel embarrassed, and if you're one of those people that's thought that was funny or anything like that, maybe you should have a wee look around and see that every club, probably around the world, does it. Like legitimately, no one ever just says, here you go, here's 5 million. They'll say, here's 2.5 million and we'll spread the 2.5 million over the next 24 months depending on appearances, blah, blah, blah. That's how it goes. And that's how we also got Joey Gardner as well. So it is a kind of tried and tested formula. So don't be embarrassed about that, lads. Or stop running the piss. I just didn't understand that when I was getting messages saying, haha, this is so funny. Your payment schemes were rejected. I'm like, Liverpool's was rejected for Salah like 10 minutes earlier, mate. What are you talking about? So that's it. So I've spoken about Dalcio, Cardoso, Pena, Dorrans, Herrera as well, who I think is actually going to be pretty decent. Actually, I believe he's only played like, was it 9 games or something like that for Mexico, or 6 games, and he's got like 3 goals. So it's pretty decent. Again, I don't know too much about him. These aren't the players that I can say, oh, I can this, but obviously Dorrans I can talk about all day, and if he does sign, I will tell you exactly what he's going to bring to the team. But at the same time, with these Mexican league players and stuff like that, I'm not 100% sure, and I didn't want to be that guy that pretends, hi guys, welcome to the channel. Let's talk about Carlos Pena. Carlos Pena plays centre defensive mid for Mexican team, and he is a ball-winning midfielder he's going to bring to Rangers. I don't really want to be that guy that pretends, so I just give you wee bits of knowledge that I actually know, and I'm trying to investigate, trying to do wee bits and bobs. And for the last little thing I'll talk about is the Vladimir Vice. I'm getting a wee bit bored about it. There's no news. Zero news. I think it's just been Weiss again drumming up his own publicity. I'd obviously love it to come, but again, I just don't see it happening. There's no concrete evidence that it's actually happening. Again, it's more of a Twitter thing that's sort of taken hold because he's obviously done that wee thing. Maybe Pedro's just said, how much do you want for him? And Vice's clubs went, 5 million. And Hangy's went, yeah. This might have been just something as simple as that. So that is going to be the Rangers roundup for this today. If there's obviously more signings, I'll continue to keep you guys up to the news. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to be smashing that like button and subscribing if you're new. And dropping some comments in. Let me know what you guys think about the players. And what do you think is going to happen. If I missed anyone out, I'm sure you guys will let me know. I have been CJ Novo 92. Thank you for watching. And bye-bye.